All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in for another Authors Impact Hub podcast. So we have been going strong with the author Q&As. You'll probably get tired of me saying that, but I'm excited about them. I always enjoy being able to bring other authors on and talk about their journeys. So I am your host, Juanita Wilson, founder of the Authors Impact Hub. And tonight we have one of our community members on with us who will be sharing a little bit about her personal journey and her journey of being an author. So we have Selena on. I always let the authors do their own introduction. So if you can just introduce yourself, let us know where you are from and the title of your book.
Hi, I'm Selena. I'm from Virginia. The title of my book is Blinded by Love, Saved by Grace. This is my own personal testimony of trauma to triumph. I'm a single mother with two amazing daughters. They're my main support system. My book is about a tragic day. It'll be 4 years exact tomorrow.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I was shot in the face by my ex-boyfriend, and that's what my book is about. Just overcoming anxiety, depression, and thriving.
okay. Yes. And
Yes.
so just to put a timestamp on things, so today is November the 12th, right? So
Yes.
November 13th gives us 4 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am. Before
I'm
years.
glad that you're still here to be able to share your story and your testimony and be able to encourage other women and other men. So not everybody makes it out. So I'm super
That's so
excited
true.
to be able
Yeah.
to hear a little bit more about your journey.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And you're from VA, so that's my home state. Yes, I love
I
to
am.
I
I
love to
am.
hear that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you're right. I think you're from right around the corner from me. I don't think it's that from, that far. I think the
Williamsburg.
outlets. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like
So I'm
maybe what,
actually
30 minutes? Yeah.
what city are you in? Not to
King,
we don't
King William. Fine. King
want
William.
okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not in Williamsburg anymore, so I'm in Georgia now. But
Okay.
I love that's home. Williamsburg,
Oh,
that's
yeah. Oh,
home.
yeah.
So anytime that I can go back home, I love to be able to like bring authors together
Yeah.
in Virginia to be able to meet and network. So 2025 will make sure that I have an opportunity to meet you in person.
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. So I know you share a little bit about the inspiration behind your book,
Mhm.
but if you can just share, so what motivated you to put your story on paper to say, hey, I'm going to not just like survive this, but put it on paper and share my story with other people?
Just sitting here one day, I was, of course, going through depression. I was like, I don't want another woman to go through this. He spared my life, but unfortunately, so many others don't survive it. And I just said to myself, I want to do something to hopefully help someone else. Yeah, give them
Yeah.
the strength to get out and show them, what the end result of domestic violence could be.
Yes, absolutely.
Unfortunately, I lost my vision, not my life, but I did lose my eyesight.
Okay. So what was that like recovery process like for you?
Oh man, it was tough. When he shot me, went completely black.
Mm.
Of course, they med flight me to VCU. I was in the hospital 2 weeks, one in the ICU, and just waking up every day, hoping to have some kind of vision. Hoping to see a little bit of sunlight, hoping for some kind of change. And of course, the doctors were hoping also, in my right eye for some vision. For me to gain some vision, but that didn't happen. And it was, I mean, I like struggling in the ICU. I had COVID at the time.
Oh, wow.
Struggling, yeah. So I couldn't have any visitors, and I didn't know how to work the phone. So people were calling the phone, and I couldn't pick the phone up. It was just really frustrating, and it sent me into a state of depression.
Mm.
When I woke up from the incident, I didn't know where I was. All I heard was loud beepings. I was trying to pull my IVs out, and yeah, it was rough. My children and God, I'm telling you,
Yes.
yeah, those were that was my outlet,
Oh,
because even with the suicidal thoughts,
mm.
you know, ugh, man, it was tough.
Yeah.
It's something I wouldn't want anyone else to go through. And you have to have a strong mind and mentality to even get through something like this, because it's not for the weak.
Absolutely,
Like
yes.
now I have zero vision. I can't, like, it's completely dark
And that's in both eyes.
in both eyes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So what he
Oh,
did is he shot me with a shotgun, and the pellets from the blast, it
yeah.
it hit my optic nerve in both eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So what
But I'm
we
here.
no,
I'm
you're
here. I'm
you're
good.
living it though, honestly, because
I'm good.
it makes me emotional just hearing you tell the testimony, right? Because
Yeah.
it's seeing you sitting here as the living, breathing miracle, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
we can
Yes.
we can think about the goodness of God, right? And just you
Amen.
still being
Amen.
here and making it, but it doesn't take away the human emotion of like you should
That's
not
true.
have had to go through that, right?
True. 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 That's so
That's
true.
not something that
But
you
like
should have had to experience.
but I'm saying that's what my message I'm trying to get out is so many women go through it.
Yeah,
And you have to know your worth, you have to walk away. If it's toxic, leave it.
absolutely.
If it's not bringing you peace, leave it alone. If it's physical, leave it alone.
Yeah,
It's just not worth it. If someone can't show you love, and men go through abuse as well, if someone can't show you love, then it's just not worth it.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So that the hope that you want readers to be able to walk away after they've read your book?
Yes, I just want to pass the message along. Just know your worth and walk away.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
it's not only affecting you. If you have children involved, it's affecting the children. If you have family members involved, it's affecting them.
Absolutely.
It's not just the victim that gets, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's not just the victim. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you that, right? Because you did say that you are a single mom. So what was the journey like? And have your daughters been able to just like share what their experience was watching you go through this and heal from this process? So what was it like for them?
Well, my youngest daughter, it was her father, so it was rough for her, in the beginning. And she had a state of isolation where she didn't want to be bothered with anybody. It affected her really. It affected both of them really, really bad, but
Yeah.
her the most, because it was her father. But my oldest daughter, she's my main support system, and she's really strong, and she's always telling me how strong I am, and she's
Yeah.
always encouraging me. And
Yes.
and if I say I can't, we don't use that word. I
Yeah.
can't. We don't use it. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm sure those things she picked up from you, right? She was able to just sometimes repeat back all the things that you told her. So I know
Yeah.
as a mom myself, and I always say sometimes I feel like I'm parenting my mama.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
No,
Yes.
it feels like that sometimes, but it's honestly just repeating things that, you have instilled in us when we were going through our own, tough moments to just be able
True.
to pour that back into you as a parent. So I commend
True.
you for teaching your daughter those things, and then I commend both of them for being able to walk through this journey with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think that often we talk about what the experience is like for the people that are standing with you as you're going through
True.
the journey, right?
That's
Yes.
true.
So
Yeah.
what has your healing journey been like? And then how do you find now your book is out? So how do you find the strength to be able to come on podcasts, sit on panels and share and sometimes repeatedly having to relive those moments?
Well, I'm still a work in progress, so I'm still working on my stage presence. But I did attend the school for the blind and visually impaired in
Oh,
Richmond, Virginia, and they taught me how to live again. So basically, they taught me how to use the keyboard, cooking, cleaning, navigating. I've walked 3 blocks alone in the city.
oh
So
wow. Yes.
yeah, yeah. So they basically taught me how to live again as a blind person, and they showed me that blindness is not the end of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's more to life. I mean, you have blind people that work for the government, you
Yeah.
know? It's so many opportunities out here for us,
Absolutely.
and it's
Yeah.
not the end.
And then honestly, so my dad, he is visually impaired. So he lost
Okay.
his I don't even remember
Yeah.
say it's been almost 10 years. So I
Mhm.
remember seeing him like go through the journey of having to see in a different way, right? So
Yes. Yes.
And I'm sure that's, like, something that they talk about. It's like seeing in a different way. Your
Oh
senses
yeah.
are heightened, so all of those other things really play a part. So I'm glad you were able to take advantage of going to school and being able to thrive, right?
Oh yeah. Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
So what was that journey like then, right? So becoming an author, even though you are visually impaired.
It was a little frustrating at first because I use word the word app, excuse me, and I did a whole lot of I had made a whole lot of boo boos. Of course, I had my publisher to help with that, along with my amazing daughter.
Yeah.
But it was a struggle, but we got through it. And in the visual of the book, I had my daughter. I came up with the how I wanted it to look, with my eyes in it in the middle of the rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just basically described what it looked like to me, and I was like, okay, it's a go.
Yes, it's a beautiful cover. She did an amazing
Thank
job
you, thank
with making
you,
sure
thank
that
you.
your vision came to life. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. So how has your faith played a role in your journey and recovery?
Ooh, me, my faith is what saved me.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, my aunt, who is she's a minister. She would send me. Of course, this is when I was going through my depression stage. She would send me scriptures. She would call. She was like, "Go to church." I'm like, I don't know. I didn't want to go anywhere. I wanted to sit in the house. I didn't want to get in the car. I didn't want to. I didn't want to get out. I was afraid of the unknown. But she was like, "Come on, let's go to church." So I started going to church with her, and they taught me to fast and to pray, and I just had a close relationship with God. And I started watching the 700 Club, and God spoke to me through that about forgiveness, and ooh, my faith.
Yes.
Without it, I don't know where I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. My trust in the Lord, and I trust Him with all my heart.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
he,
And I'm
he's brought me through.
here. That's all I was gonna say. I'm thankful that you're here to tell
Yeah,
this
he's brought me through.
testimony. Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
So, what's one thing you want readers to understand about the importance of leaving a dangerous situation before it's too late?
The importance of it, what the ending result could be. It could be lifelong trauma, or lifelong physical damage, or death. And normally our abusers don't change. It's a cycle. They'll repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until something like this happens. Yeah.
Yes. I love how like straightforward and to the point you are. I love
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
And because you need that sometimes, right? You don't need people
Yeah.
to sugarcoat it because it can
I
be
know.
literally like a life and death situation if we sugarcoat things like, okay, maybe, maybe they'll change.
Oh
But
no.
honestly, like just being straight and to the point is what can
Yeah.
save someone's life.
Yeah, because that's what I went through. The
Yeah.
hoping for change. 15 years. I
Right.
was with him for 15 years. Hoping for change. I seen potential in him,
Hmm.
but then we had the toxicity. We had
Yeah.
the abuse. We had the name calling. We had us fighting. I'm not gonna just say him. We had us fighting. Yeah,
Hey, yeah.
it's just not. It's not healthy,
Right.
and it's not gonna end well for no one.
Yeah.
So his family lost, and mine too. I lost my vision, and they lost him for X amount of years. Yeah.
And I think the accountability, right? So
Mhm.
you don't often hear like, hey, not just him, but us, right? I
Oh yeah.
think
Oh
it's
yeah.
important when you're trying to like move on out of toxic situations or grow in any
Hmm.
way in life. It's like not to always point the finger. And listen,
True.
it does not take away what that person
True.
to
So
you.
true.
It does
That's
not
right.
take that away, right? Because we sometimes have to live with the evidence of what someone else did, but just saying,
That's
hey, so
true.
that I don't put myself or I'm not in this situation again, right? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, right? Because it
That's true.
takes their power away from you as well. When you're just like, I'm a victor. You don't get
That's right.
I'm not your victim.
That's right. Because I'm
I'm a
still thriving. I'm still blessed.
victor.
I'm doing great.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
sometimes just that introspective, like, okay, I should have not fought you back sometimes.
True.
You know,
True.
as women, like I was a little feisty in some of my past.
Oh yeah.
Relations as well, so
Yeah.
I can
It
understand.
happens. It happens, yes.
It can happen, and it's hard to be honest with who you are, right?
Yeah,
It can be hard, but I'm glad, like, once again, I don't think I can say it enough that you're able to have, like, these real conversations with us and
yeah.
share what your real journey was, and I'm sure you share more in the book. We don't wanna
I do.
give it
Yes.
all away.
That's right. That's
Yes. So do you have anything new that you're working on or that's coming out soon?
actually, I did an anthology with 5 other beautiful, intelligent women called Unveiled Courage: Voices of the Unashamed. We all
Okay.
are survivors, and we all have our own chapter in that book.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And then I'm trying to work on my third.
Okay. So book number 3 is coming out soon. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
I love to hear it. Keep thriving and keep showing up. You are making an
Thank
amazing
you.
impact. So I'm inspired and encouraged by your testimony that you have shared. So how can we get your books and connect with you on social media?
Social media on Facebook, Blinded by Love, Saved by Grace. I'm on Amazon. You can look my name up or either Blinded by Love, Saved by Grace. Then my website is authorSelenaSpurlock.com. Can be ordered there as well.
Yes.
Mm,
Awesome.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for sharing. So I
Thank
always have
you.
one last question, and that is, what impact do you want your books, I'll say books because we know that there's more to come, your books and your author brand to leave on the world?
Live, I'm going to get it right. Live in peace. Live in peace and leave in one piece.
Oh, yes. Do
Yeah.
you have that on the shirt?
I do not, but it's a slogan I came up with at the last event I spoke at. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
Love doesn't hurt, it heals.
yeah.
That's, yeah.
Okay. So, listeners, listen, make sure that you stay connected with Selena because she has some amazing things on the way. You heard the slogan that she just came out with. So I know we are going to see her implement that in some different things. So, you want to make sure that you connect with her, order a copy of her books. And then, as always, like, subscribe, share, and leave us a comment on our podcast interview.
Yes,
And share it
please.
with someone who can benefit from hearing all of the gems that she did drop on us tonight. All right.
Ma'am, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing. And listeners, until next time, thank you. Take care.
You too.
Welcome to the Authors Impact Hub podcast. The Authors Impact Hub is a community of aspiring and established authors that connect, inspire, and transform.